Hello, everybody. I'm just pulling comments up. Here we go. I got distracted for 1 minute. Hello, everybody. Welcome. I know it's Sunday. I don't normally do lives on Sunday, but here we are. I want to share some projects with you guys. Hey, Amanda. So if you are on YouTube, I am not live when you're watching on YouTube. It is a replay that is on YouTube. And if you have any questions or anything, you can leave comments in the comment section. I will come back. There will be a link in the YouTube description for you to purchase the paper party, which is what I'm going to show you here. You will get to purchase all of the digital content, and it will be on sale for $14.99 for 2 weeks, starting when you see the video. So if you want to purchase the digital part and see all of the videos, see all of the projects, it's over, I think it's close to 12 hours of content that you will get of different projects. I have my projects here that I'm going to show you. And then I'm going to show you how I figured out the new planner that Stampin' Up has. I'm going to show you that at the end, but I'm going to show you all of my projects. These are not Pip's projects. So Pip Todman from the UK and myself, we join together for each new catalog, and we do what is called a paper party retreat. And you get all of the brand new paper in the catalog. You get card kits for all of the cards. And then you also get 4 paper play videos, which are just projects. You'll see mine, that we put together. And then we do a ton of fun stuff, the Friday and the Saturday of the party. And that's what these projects are. So let me, I should grab my paper party cards. Let me see if I can grab those really quick. Yeah, they're right here. Okay, so this year's catalog had 12 brand new papers in it, and so Pip and I split those up. She designed 6 cards, and I designed 6 cards, and the idea is that you get all the new paper, so it's like a paper share, so you get the pattern paper, but what comes included is a card kit, so you can make a card right away with your paper. And we do a video where we walk you through the projects, and then we have a PDF that we create so you can do the cards. And then just a really quick side note, I know there is a note on this live here on Facebook regarding the Facebook stars. That message I cannot remove quite yet. I will be able to soon. I've almost hit my hour requirement for lives to be able to have a little bit more control of what happens, and for Facebook to give me that creator studio situation. So I'm really excited about that. I can't remove that message right this second. So I apologize if it's stuck on your screen. And then anybody who sends stars, I will send you a handmade card unless you contact me and say you don't want one. And then if you are sending me stars and you want the handmade card, make sure to message me your address if you are not a current customer or I do not currently have your address. And as always, I appreciate your support. This has been a brand new experience for me with Facebook and the Creator Studio part of it, and being eligible to send stars, and that's just a way of being able to support me and what I'm doing, and then also in getting to that level with Facebook. So that's really exciting, and I'm almost there, so that's exciting. I feel like I have been, yesterday, I feel like I kind of hit a wall. I was a little bit burnt out with all of the creative energy that I've been putting out the last couple of weeks. I've created more probably in the last 3 weeks than I have in the last year. So I appreciate you guys hanging in there with me and watching. So let's dive into all things paper party. So these are the cards that I designed. And again, there's a PDF and a pre-recorded video that you would receive if you join our paper party. So the digital part of the paper party will be available to purchase within the next couple hours. I've been in my office since early this morning, trying to get all of the content uploaded and into a page where I can deliver it to you easily. You will also get access to the Facebook page, the group, even if we're not in there interacting anymore, but there are people that are uploading their projects or doing the challenges still, and you will have access to that as well. So you get access to all of it. You just will not, with the digital party, you do not receive the designer paper or the card kits, just so that you're clear. So this is the one of the cards I created. This is for the He's the Man designer paper. The next designer paper pack that I had was the Tea Boutique, which is right here. This was a fun one. Next is the Butterfly Wishes designer paper, and this one was fun. I used the blue and the yellow. This also reminds me of the blue and yellow cards being created for the support for Ukraine, and I thought this was really fun. A paper hug from me, sending a paper hug from me. Next is the Abigail Rose designer paper, and I used blends, our blend markers, right on the designer paper, which was so much fun to do. I used just a few colors. I did really simple coloring and colored right on the designer paper. So this was a fun one to do, and I loved the way this worked out. Next, we did a little bit more stamping, and this was with pretty prints. So we did this card with pretty prints, and we did some stamping right on the card base. It was more of like a one-layer card. It has that designer paper, so technically it's two, but we did, I mean, I think of it as a one-layer card because it's pretty flat. And then the last card, the last pack of paper that I had to do my cards with is the Lovely and Linen, which is one of my favorite new sets of designer paper. I was really happy that I got this paper pack to design with. So Pip and I just split the paper up evenly. So we'll just like go down the sets of paper, and she'll take a set and I'll take a set, and however it lands, it kind of lands, and we just figure it out. And I was glad I got this one. So these were my 6 cards that I made, and then Pip designed 6 other ones. So, and you would have access to all of Pip's stuff as well when you join the paper party. So the next thing that we like to do is we create 2 projects each. We call them our paper play videos, and these are pre-recorded videos that are put up in the group before the party even happens. So the card kit and the videos and the PDF, all of this stuff happens before the party even takes place, which is amazing. So the first project that I did is this one here. Let's see, it goes like this. Yeah. So this will be something different. And then this is how it will look in my album. Let's see. Yeah, it will look like this. So when you open it, it will... Actually, I think I need to change this around. I think this side would be... I do. Just for it to open properly in my album, it needs to look like this. Let's see if I can get this in here. So we used the Memory and More card pack. Oh man, and look at that. I'm gonna need to see if I can get that smile off there. I should be able to. Let's see if I can. Oh yeah. It's just pretty delicate, so I want to be careful. So in my album, it will look like this. And then when you close it, there's another side, and then this will be something different. It'll be different pictures. So then it looks like this, and we have the Memory and More cards. If I can lift it a little. It's a little hard to get all of this in. I might have to lift it up when I do the, let me raise it up, because I'm going to need to raise it up anyways when I do the planner walkthrough. So let me just see if I can easily raise that up. Okay, that's a bit better. A tiny bit better. So I love the way this came out. This was really fun to work with. Like so. So that was my first paper play for the paper party. And then I also did a card. So I love the Memory and More cards. This one, the Today is the Day, I think it's called, is one of my favorite that Stampin' Up has done. So we also made this card with that pack, and the sentiment came right from that pack. So that was my first paper play. My second paper play was this pretty packaging box. Now these boxes here, these craft boxes, are the mini Stampin' Up shipping boxes, and they're on the clearance rack. I think they're $2 for a pack. And so what I did is I didn't worry about, these are actually upside down, but the logo that's on there, there's the Stampin' Up logo that's right under all of my design here, is hidden. So I was able to put this box together just like this. And I just used the stickers from that Memory and More pack, and we did a pretty packaging. So this was my second paper play. So then Pip also provided 2 projects for her paper play videos, and those you would have access to. They're on the group. I obviously don't have her projects. And then let's look at on Friday. Let me show you the projects that I made. This was my first live video. So on Friday, our party was all day, and I did 4 projects, essentially 4 lives. And then Pip on Friday, which the time difference is a little bit is different, obviously, because she's in the UK. So she also did some lives and crafted with everybody. I think she did a Zoom where people could join, and then she put together some projects. So my first project was this one. We used the Hues of Happiness designer paper, and I showed everybody how you can use, if you love your designer paper and you want both sides of your designer paper to show, I showed you how to be able to do that. So here is this other side of the designer paper, so you get to see both sides. And we used the Hope Anchors the Soul stamp set, and then we cut some of the flowers out and added glitter to them. And this was the first card, and that was with the Hues of Happiness. And then the second card I did with the Hues of Happiness is a bookbinding card, and it looks like this. And I did a die cut inside my card, which I usually don't do. But I had stamped both of these and was trying to decide which one to use on the front. And I thought, well, why don't I just use both? And so this is the bookbinding card, and it uses the blue set of the Hues of Happiness paper. And then the sentiment is right inside there, and I really love that. So that was my first live on Friday. And then the second one I did was this card right here. And this was using the Butterfly Kisses designer paper. And then the stamp set I used was the Butterfly stamp set. And I just love the bold sentiment. I messed up right there. I got a little bit on the edge. And then we just cut out the butterfly. So instead of using the die cuts, we cut out the butterfly from the designer paper, and then we did that card. So that was my second project on Friday, and that was fun. We have challenges and giveaways and lots of fun things that happen in the group. So the third project I did, which was probably my favorite from the whole weekend, was this card here. And these are actually layers of paper. It's a pretty thick card, and it's on this beautiful glimmer paper. But this, hi Linda, hi Mary. Oh wow, it is great to see you. Mary said she's been out of town for 6 weeks. Oh, you didn't, Kathy? I will, can you please email me? I thought I sent, oh, you know, I bet I don't, I might, well, just go ahead and email me, because I think that I sent it, but maybe check your junk email. But if you send me an email, I'll get you a link right when I'm done with this part of the, of my live. So this was really fun to make. I stacked circles and did a little bit of shading, and then cut the circle in half and stacked them. And this was so fun. This was probably the funnest card I did. It was a brand new technique. I wasn't sure if I was doing it right, and we just kind of got through it together, and then the card turned out beautiful. So I love the way this one turned out with the circle. So that was my third live on Friday. And then my last live on Friday, I'm trying to find it. I think were these. I think this is the last one we did on Friday, which again was more of the memory and more cards. And this, we didn't do any stamping. Dream, Inspire, Create came right from the memory and more cards. And then this right here came right from the memory and more cards. So this was my fourth project for Friday. So these are all projects that happened on Friday. So Pip did a couple and I did a couple, and then on Saturday we did more. So you can get the digital party for $14.99, $14.99. And it is literally, I mean, I am positive it is close to 12 hours of content. It is, the best part is the party that happens. But we provide so much content even before the party starts that it's just a really amazing event. It's my favorite event that I do. I'm so happy to be partnered with Pip and doing this. I think it has really stepped up our paper party retreats. So this was my last project for Friday. So then on Saturday, I did some fun projects, and I did these together. So these were the first two. I got to get them in the right order. Okay, so we did some coloring on craft cardstock. And so what I did is these are the craft note cards. So they're smaller than the A2 size card, but they come with the card and then they come with an envelope. So I did a little bit of stamping with Versamark on the envelope and used a little bit of white ink. So I did a white gel pen. And then on the craft card base, we did some embossing and some white ink. And then we stamped this image here and did some coloring with the blends, which this was really fun. I had never colored with craft cardstock on craft cardstock. And so this was fun. And then it's a little bit hard to see, but there is some of the crystal effects on top of the flowers, so it makes it glossy. And so I loved that, and it ended up being really pretty. So then the next thing that I did is I did the stamping, and we colored with a white colored pencil. And so the image here is colored in all white. And then I stamped in Sweet Sorbet, and then we did an envelope to match. So here's the envelope, and we used that stamp again, and then I did the white stitching on there to match. And this came out really pretty. So both of them, it was fun to do these. I've never done those techniques before. So these were fun. So this was the first project and the second project for Saturday. And then my third, fourth, my third, fourth, and fifth project are these cards right here. So it's a set. So the first one I did is this one, and I am not in love with this one. I liked this is the fish stamp. I don't mind the design of the card, the layout of the card, but the sentiment kind of went a little bit wacky. I trimmed it down and I was going to do a flagged end, and then I decided to do both ends flagged, and then I didn't like that, and then I was out of room to trim it because I had trimmed it so much. So then I cut around the sentiment, and I was like, well, that's what it is. It is what it is. So we stuck that down. I don't love it as much as the other two, but this was the first project. The second project was this one, which I liked a little bit more. And we did some heat embossing, and I colored the die cut. And so it has some variation in color, which was really fun. We did heat embossing with colored embossing powder, and then also colored ink, which was fun trying that technique out. And I also liked layering two dies. I don't think I've really ever done that. I'm not a layering kind of person, and these are very layered cards. But it was fun to layer these two. And we did some second generation stamping. So that was fun for this one. And then my favorite one out of the set was my fifth project for Saturday. And it was this one. So we did some background stamping right here. And then we layered some paper. I colored the circle. We stamped the fish. We colored it. We added Wink Stella. We added crystal effects. We added sequins. We added baker's twine. This one just kept going and going and going and going. Like, it started out very simple, and then I was like, wait, I have an idea. Oh wait, now I have another idea. We added little googly eyes to the fishes and popped those up. And this one was a lot of fun, and there was a lot of laughs when I was making this card because it just took a turn. It turned left and kept going in a direction I never thought I was going to go. So those were my projects for Saturday. And then the last set of projects that everybody gets to see are this class here. So this was a mini class that... if you purchased all of the product, so the 3 sets of product for the Paper Party Retreat, I included a free gift of this class, which was a set of 6x6 paper, the host paper, and then the card bases, and the items to create these cards. Now, everybody will get to see the videos for this. So if you purchase the digital content for $14.99, you will see the videos for these. Everybody will get to see the videos and photos of these cards. But if you purchased the product, then you got the kits. So there's this one here, which is really pretty. This one here. And then this one here. So those 3 cards. So this is actually the last bit of work I need to do for filming and getting this uploaded, and I'm working on that. So if you're already in the Paper Party, I know I saw Kathy here and I saw Linda here. They are both, I know, in the Paper Party. This will get uploaded today. Or first thing in the morning. So it's been a lot of work always the work for me comes after the party, when I have to get everything uploaded into my website and get links and stuff to Pip. So that's what I'm working on. Today I've been down here for, quite honestly, hours. Getting all that done. So these are all the projects. I mean, and these are just mine. So you have to understand too that Pip has a ton of projects that she does for the paper party as well. And so that's always fun. I can't even get them all in the camera to show you all of the content just on my end for the paper party. So that was what I spent the last 2 days doing. All the creativity that I was doing was for that paper party. And it was a lot of fun. I enjoy it so much. And Pip is just awesome to work with. She's so much fun to work with, and we work really well together. So I wanted to share that with you, and then also let you know you can purchase the paper party, the digital paper party for the next 2 weeks for $14.99. You get a website page, so even if you're not on Facebook, it's okay, because that's what I've been working on today. That's where all the work comes in, is I put together a web page on my website that has everything organized from start to finish. So it's very, very organized for you. You can access the website page. You see all of the content right on there. If you want to join the Facebook group, you still can. That is part of the one of the links for when you purchase the digital content, so that if you want to see what other people are doing, and it's very organized in the Facebook group as well. We put everything in guides, so things get shuffled around when you're in a Facebook group. The news feed gets shuffled around and gets out of order. So we make sure to spend the time putting everything into guides, so you can literally start at the first guide and work your way through each section, and it's very organized, and you can see all the projects. Okay, so the last thing I thought I would do here is show you that I figured out the planner. I know when I unboxed this, I was like, I do not get this at all. I had to take a minute and really look through everything. So this is the planner that Stampin' Up is going to be offering when celebration starts next month. If you join Stampin' Up and you purchase the starter kit, you will get this planner for free. And it's gorgeous. It is branded in the Stampin' Up branding. I love the colors. I think it's beautiful. And I think it'll be fun to use. I don't know that I'm going to use it in a traditional sense as a planner, but I do plan on using it. I'll show you actually how I'm planning on using it, because I think I figured that out too. So you get the planner part. So this is all the planner part, and I'm going to show you that. And then you get these 3 notebooks. And I really love them. I was thinking about using this as like for memory keeping, like a traveler's notebook kind of situation. I thought this would be kind of pretty to do. So there's this, and it has, oh, that's the back. That must be the back. Yeah. It has the Stampin' Up logo there on the back. And then that's blank. And then this one is the polka dot, and this is lined. So the lined paper. And then this one is dot grid. And again, I was just thinking I would use these as like traveler's notebooks and do something creative with that. So I'm going to set these aside, and then let's look at the planner. So you get the planner part here. And I love the design of this. You have a pocket here, you have pockets here, you have pockets here, and then you have pockets here, and you get a set of stickers. I tucked mine into the very back, like so. There is a pen loop right here, and then it closes magnetically, like so. So what I have, this is how I set it up. I have the 2022 overview calendar. And then here's the 2023. The next page in here I have is the one that says creating purpose. And one of the things that you may not know about Stampin' Up! Unless you're a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator is the core values that Stampin' Up! Has as a company. And they're really, really amazing. I've always said that one of the reasons that I stay with Stampin' Up! Or I stick it out with Stampin' Up! Even if things are annoying or I get irritated or there's, you know, a catalog that I don't love all the product or whatever the situation is where I'm struggling, the reason I stay with Stampin' Up! Is because the company is amazing. The company values, the what they do, what they stand for, I have always felt is really amazing. And this is such a Stampin' Up! I feel like looking at this page, it just is like exactly what Stampin' Up! Would do. Creating purpose, values, passion, skills, mission. I love that. So I have that one there. And then this one says look ahead. And then there's another creating purpose. So there's two of these. Then this starts, it's an 18-month planner. So all of these pieces here are going to give you enough pieces for 18 months, which is amazing. So you can start here in July 2022. The first page is the monthly focus. Love, right? Then there's a bookmark that snaps in. Now the rings on this planner are definitely small. So I only have 6 months in here. So you can see they're pretty small. You're not going to get all of the stuff in the planner at once, and that's okay. So I have the snap-in bookmark here, and it's then on July, so that's the monthly overview. Then this is where I was a little bit confused and had to figure things out. So then the way the planner goes is it's a weekly planner. It has weekly priorities, Monday through Sunday. And then the last week of the month, you're going to have weekly priorities, and then you're going to have this, which has the monthly review. So there's a set of monthly reviews that have the Friday, and that goes in the very last week of the month. So we have monthly review. And then there's extra pieces, and what I have in here is I have this one first, which just has like some boxes that are broke down. You turn the page and there's some lines here, and then this is split in half, and you have some lines and then some not lined, and then the grid piece. So that's how I have set up each month. And quite honestly, what I am probably going to do is only have how I will probably use it is I will just have the month, and I won't do these weekly priorities, and I'll show you why in just a minute. So I have 6 months in here, so that's how I had originally set it up for 6 months. But then what I realized is what I do for my planning is this is what I use. I use a notebook. I get these on Amazon. I get them three pieces, three sets. It's grid because I love grid paper. And then what I do is I set it up, and I'm going to turn to, so I use some washi tape, my favorite rainbow washi tape. I made the cover of this with my Cricut and vinyl. So I cut this quote out, and then when you open it, it has the little cameras. And then this is just a dashboard from Erin Condren, and it keeps my spot for where I'm at. And I've just recently stopped using a planner this is what I have set up for my business and my household, because I just was struggling a lot. The thing that I miss as far as a planner related thing with my notebook is I don't have a monthly overview. So what I think I will do is just use the monthly overview and the notes pages. And then I think I will set my notebook right in here. Even with 6 months in here, it will still close. But I think that with even less, when I just am using the monthly overview, it'll close even better. So I'll use the monthly overview for this planner, and then I'll use this, which is my thing, and I'll show you how it goes. So I created the front, and then I have this, and then I just have a couple things, like there's a note in here from a customer. I'm not gonna show that, just has personal information on it. A note from a customer that she sent me regarding an order, and then some information at the front. And then what I do, I'm gonna turn to a month that is not in use, just in case there's anything personal. So what I do is I put washi tape at the start of my month. Let me get to July, maybe, or here's August. So I put washi tape here on the edge so it marks my months. I can easily turn to my months. And then I have an August, like this is a breakdown. This is my master monthly list where I do like my brain dump, and I'm you know, whatever needs to happen. I have like, here's some information for items that I have that are due, like design team kind of things. Then this is how I lay out my week. So I do my Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, my to-do. This is usually my to create spot, and then my Stampin' like team community spot, and then my club spot. And then over on this side is where I do all my Life Simply Documented membership stuff. And then I do notes for that week. So this is typically, let me see if I can find a week that, we'll go back. So you can see here my to-dos of what happens each week, my other action items, my Simply Documented group, and what's coming up. And then there's weeks, like this is a week that was less, right? Then this week had a little bit more. So, and then that marks my spot. And then at the very bottom of this, I have a Dwayne Johnson, The Rock quote there. And then nothing on the back of that. And then in the back, I have my notes. So I have a notes section here for notes of just different things, different classes I'm taking, projects that I'm working on, different things like that. And then on the very back, I just have a couple things on there. And so that is what I use. So this, I think, will fit perfectly right in here. And I have my pen that I use. And then this is what sort of goes all over the house with me. At night, I sit and I do my planning, or I check in on it. It sits at my desk when I'm working. And that's how I keep all of my stuff organized. So I think that's going to work perfect for me to do that. And then I'll have an overview of the month I'll be able to use. And then I just won't use the weekly priorities. Now these aren't dated, so I could use these next year, or if I decide to do something different. That part isn't dated, so that's really amazing. So I'm glad that I took a few minutes to figure this out off camera, because it felt frustrating when I first opened it. I didn't really understand it. So off camera, I figured it out. I think it's gorgeous. If you love planners, you'll love getting this for free. I think it's designed really well, and it's really beautiful. There's a couple things I wish were different with it, but that's usually what happens to me with all kinds of planner stuff. I feel like I've never, ever found the perfect planner. Erin Condren is probably the one that comes closest, but I still spend, when I'm in that planner and using that planner, I still spend a crazy amount of time editing it to work for what I want. So I think that just will always happen to me. So I love this. I'd love to know what you think of it in the comments below. And then if you're on YouTube, let me know what you think. Also, if you are a demonstrator, you could join right now. You could do the starter kit and then purchase this if you wanted, or if you are a demonstrator right now, you can purchase this item right now. So that is all for me today, everybody. I will be back tomorrow. I will do another live. I will be live probably every day through the 17th. with projects. Hopefully I can get through the majority of uploading the paper party stuff today. I will put a link if you want to purchase the digital content in the YouTube description below, and then also here on Facebook in case you want that. And then I will get you all of the links for everything. So thank you everybody for hanging out with me today, checking out these projects, and I will be back tomorrow with a fun creative project for you guys. Hope you're having a wonderful weekend, and I'll catch you later.